I'm here before you today to bring you a message about your family, your children, and their future needs for a college education. The problem that we're dealing with has to do with the proposed Senate and House bill in Tallahassee, now being considered, to substantially increase the cost of tuition at the state universities and colleges. Over the next 5 years, in the two bills that are now being considered before the legislature, the cost of state university tuition will increase from $127.18 to $217.77 per credit hour. That's more than a 71% increase in approximately 5 years. That's just a huge amount of money, and it's going to be a tremendous financial burden. Today, the $3,800 cost that you're facing will increase to $6,533 by 2013, and that's based on a 30 credit hour a year. It not only is it a substantial increase, but because of the severe economic problems of the state at this particular time, when we now have close to 1 million unemployed people, it's a very, very serious problem.
With the recession and everything going on, I've recently lost my job, so I'm really, having a difficult time right now.
It makes me nervous. It makes me not want to sleep at night, and I don't know how else we're going to cut our budgets as a family.
The concern I have, the increase is disproportionate, frankly, to where we are today, because the increase is almost doubling the tuition rates from where it is today.
If the tuition was raised in the state, I don't know what I would be able to do.
That is a huge increase. That is double, and that has me concerned.
I think that's going to be a big problem for us.
The other concern that I have is the legislature is now considering the Bright Futures program, which is a fine program. However, it's going to be funded by the legislature by $430 million, not $1 of which is going to be need-based. You should know that this bill incorporates a substantial amount of tuition payment that will be required for you to pay if that child is eligible for a Bright Futures scholarship. Under the tuition differential, the amount that they'll be paying will be even more than the amount of tuition that is being charged today, because the tuition differential has been pulled away from the benefits of the Bright Futures in this proposed legislation. So the legislation is not only unfair, it is poorly drafted and will affect economically all of you.
It's hard enough to have the money to send them now, as it is for the proper educations that they just need. And for it to go up even more, people that are worse off than myself, I don't know how it's going to be done.
I feel upset about that.
This is a terribly wrong increase at this time in this lump sum amount. 78% of you, 78%, said they're not in favor of the tuition increase. And that to me is very indicative of what our legislative representatives need to hear. It's now up to you. It's your responsibility to protect what is a right that you have. Keep in mind that the majority of the monies that go to the universities in the state of Florida are state sales tax revenues, and all of us pay it. Protect your investment, make sure your child has an opportunity to have a college education, and insist that your legislators represent your wishes. Notify all of your friends, all of your relatives, when they or you get the information on our website as to how to contact your legislature. You send them an email, and you have your friends and relatives send them an email. Act on it immediately, because time is really of the essence.
My little one, she's everything to me. And if she didn't have a future, I don't know what I would be able to do, because I live for her. Just like all us parents, we live for our children.